The apartment was quiet, except for the hum of Naomi's servers. Moonlight spilled across the desk, silver reflections gliding across the metal casings of stacked hard drives on the screen in front of her. Thousands of archived Q posts scrolled slowly past. Years of strange cryptic messages. For most of the world, they had been nothing more than internet noise. But now Naomi looked at them with different eyes, not conspiracy, not riddles, instructions. Across the Atlantic, Elias watched silently as Naomi searched the archive. "What exactly are we looking for?" I asked. Naomi didn't look up. "Patterns. There are thousands of posts. I know." Her fingers moved across the keyboard. Future archivists wouldn't leave random clues. They would leave a sister. She ran a program that extracted every reference containing coordinates, numbers, or directional language. The results filled her monitor. Elias leaned closer. "That's a lot of data." Naomi nodded. "Yes." Then she froze. One phrase appeared again and again across multiple posts. 3 simple words. "Watch the water." Elias noticed it too. That phrase repeats 17 times. Naomi leaned back slowly. "That's not coincidence." She highlighted the posts. Each message containing the phrase also contained something else, a number or a date or a strange set of coordinates. Naomi pulled up the global monolith map again. 8 active nodes glowed across the planet. She began overlaying the Q coordinates. Utah, Romania, Turkey, several matched perfectly. Elias exhaled slowly. The post predicted the monolith locations, yes. But that's not the interesting part. Naomi zoomed the map outward. She placed every coordinate referenced in the Q drops across the globe. Dozens of markers appeared, but something about them looked strange. Elias squinted. "Most of them are near coastlines." Naomi nodded. "Exactly." She pointed to the phrase again. "Watch the water." They weren't telling people to look at oceans. They were telling us to use the oceans as reference points. Elias tilted his head slightly. Reference points for what? Naomi adjusted the map projection. She switched from political borders to global bathymetric data. The map changed instantly. Earth's oceans revealed their hidden geography, mountain ranges beneath the sea, deep trenches, ancient tectonic scars. Naomi began overlaying the Q coordinates again. Elias suddenly leaned forward. "Wait." The markers were no longer scattered. They aligned along long arcs across the ocean floor, invisible structures beneath the water. Naomi whispered, "Oh my God, what is it?" Elias asked. "The monolith network." She zoomed further. The arcs stretched across the oceans like giant curved lines, converging, intersecting, forming a massive spiral lock pattern Elias had discovered earlier. But now something new appeared, a final node, one that had not yet activated. Elias stared. "That location isn't on land." "No." Naomi zoomed further. The coordinates rested deep in the Pacific Ocean, far from any coastline, thousands of miles from civilization. Elias checked the depth data, his eyebrows lifted. "That's impossible." "How deep?" Naomi asked. 11,000 meters. Naomi recognized the number instantly. "The Mariana Trench." "Yes." She leaned closer. "That's the deepest place on Earth." Elias nodded slowly, which means whatever is there has been hidden from humanity longer than any other location on the planet. Naomi stared at the glowing marker. "So the final monolith is underwater." "Yes." Elias paused, and extremely deep underwater. Naomi looked back at the Q archive. One final post caught her attention. She opened it. The message was short, cryptic, but now the meaning was suddenly clear. "When the water moves, the lock turns." Naomi felt a chill. "Elias." "Yes." "The trench, what about it?" She pulled up recent seismic data, the ocean floor map updated, and Naomi's breath caught. The Mariana Trench was shifting, slowly. A massive tectonic disturbance rippled through the seabed. Elias saw it too, the monolith activation. Naomi whispered, "It's beginning." Elverson looked at the satellite display again. then spoke quietly. "Contact NASA." The analyst blinked. "NASA?" "Yes." Halverson's eyes remained fixed on the map, because if the fracture continues widening, Earth may not be the place where the final key is activated. Naomi stared at the trench coordinates. "Elias." "Yes." "What if the final monolith doesn't rise from the ocean?" Elias frowned. "What do you mean?" Naomi looked at the message again. "Watch the order." Then she looked up at the moon glowing through her window. What if it rises somewhere else instead?